please receive the greetings of the plurinational state of Bolivia, Luis Arce Catacora, who is not present in this event because not all the countries are here, because even though we call it the Summit of the Americas, some countries were excluded. It's a pity that in a space of continental integration, as is this summit, it stopped being a point of encounter for all of the countries of the Americas. The exclusion of Cuba seemed to have been left behind, and we could believe in a better future for the relationship between the states during these summits. However, we see that there has been a turn to a gray past. The number of countries that were not invited to take part in this event goes to 3. With their absence, we all lose the opportunity to discuss and to understand each other within our differences. Bolivia demands respect and demands that the principle of non-intervention be kept in internal affairs in our states. We want to remind you of the basic charter of the American states. It expresses that each country, each nation has the right to elect without foreign intervention its political and social order in the best way possible for that country, and that no one should intervene in the affairs of other states. This is why we reject the unilateral qualification of who is a democratic country and who isn't, because that in and of itself is anti-democratic, even though there is discourse that tries to justify this. What happens within our own home? The fact that the United States is the seat of the summit does not give it the right to undermine the Charter of the Nations and other international relations charters. Unfortunately, the Organization of the American States and its General Secretariat are guarantors of the institutionality of the rule of law and the respect of human rights. In our very painful experience, the OAS participated in events in the coup d'etat in Bolivia in 2019, which led to a de facto government with the use of lethal force that ended with the lives of many Bolivians. And this criminally was led to their murder. OAS participated in an electoral audition in 2019, which was one of the justifications for this coup d'etat. We ask that we are given information on this auditorship, and we've asked for this 12 times, but there is no transparency in Almagro's OAS. We're waiting for an honest investigation on what happened in that electoral auditorship. Our very bitter experience takes us to think about the future of organizations that don't respond to the needs of the countries of Latin America, because in the end, we are not obliged to remain where our rights are not recognized, and we cannot find solidarity or support in times of crisis. This is why we believe that we need fundamental change before it is too late. We have to rethink the institutions and as the tools themselves of inter-American unification. At the same time, we believe that our countries should not prioritize financial needs over social needs. We should also learn the lesson that is left by COVID-19. In fact, this has not been an egalitarian situation. Some people are still struggling to be able to vaccinate their population. In the middle of all this, President Arce, in the Assembly of the United Nations in September, that the pharmaceutical transnational companies share their knowledge and their technology. We also wish to claim our proposal of universal citizenship citizenship here in Los Angeles, which is an emblematic city for Latin migrations. From here, we send a strong hug to all of our Latin migrants, especially the Bolivian migrants. We wait for you to return with open arms. And we reject any type of racism and discrimination. We reject the construction of walls that separate us. If our hosts wish to cooperate with our peoples, they could start by giving our migrants a dignified treatment. We live a very dangerous present. Climate change, the political and military crises in the world are undermining the existence of millions of human beings. Hunger is a catastrophe that is growing every single day. And within this situation, the countries of our continent cannot wait for the savior that is going to guide us out of the crisis. Superheroes don't exist. Deforestation and climate disasters do indeed exist. In other words, looking for solutions does not require speeches. What we need is to work unified without any reserves that we can solve, and we can find out how we can vaccinate our children, giving them the future that they deserve, health and education that are in our Magna Charters throughout the continent. Sectarian attitudes are not going to stop the death of the Peruvian, the Andean glaciers. They will not clean our oceans, our waters. We have to do this without fear. We have to look at each other in the eyes. This is why Bolivia insists on multilateralism, so that we can bring peace amongst people, so we can stop the arbitrary behavior. I'd like to finalize my intervention asking once again on behalf of our government and the Bolivian people that the processes of integration move forward without exclusions, and that the respect for others' rights is the basis for the ability to live together and solve our common problems. Thank you.